What's up, guys? A lot of you guys probably throw some top water walking lures, and I know you probably run into this issue a lot, and that is you're out there throwing your walking lure and it gets caught on that front treble hook. This is a solution that I saw, not something I came up with, that I saw online, that is a great way to keep your lure from tangling up on that front treble hook. Came from I think it was a forum on top water, like Lunker Punkers, or the Punkers, for the big bass, the 3 treble hooks. It's a cool idea that I saw that would help improve your walking lure and keep it from tangling up on your front treble hook. So let's get into it, and I'll show you guys exactly how to keep your lure from doing this. Alright guys, so the main issue with a lot of the walking lures, and why they get hung up on this line so much, is a lot of times most people use braid for their walking lures. It tends to float, which helps on the walking lures. It doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, so it's very responsive, unlike monofilament and fluorocarbon. They tend to have that little bit of stretch, so it's kind of a delayed response on those walking lures. So braid is the ideal line for walking lures, top water lures. It's just got that instant response. It's very, very strong. So if you're using something that's going through a lot of vegetation, you definitely got that strength involved. But one of the downfalls of braid is it is very can bend easily and get caught up in your hooks very easily. Unlike fluorocarbon, mono, they tend to not get hung up as much, but they still do get hung up. Braid seems to get hung up a lot more. It just has that ability to turn around on your hook a lot easier. It's a little more flexible than your other types of lines, so therefore it tends to get hung up on these front trebles even more than your traditional line. And you might not think it's a big deal, and I'll just untie it every time, but it does cut your efficiency, and can also cause you to scare fish if you're out there throwing and it gets caught up and you have to reel it in and it's splashing all over, or it's running in a weird way, or it's messing up on your you got that good top water bite, and you got a fish following, you get hung up and you lose that fish because that action of that lure just dies. So it's an issue that a lot of people probably run into, and I'm going to show you guys how to address. It's pretty simple. There's a lot of different ways to do it, and this is one of the simplest ways, and one of the most ways that a lot of people would probably have these items in their house, so it's not something you have to go out and spend a bunch of money on to do. So you need 2 items to do this. You need a lighter and a candle with wax. I would prefer to use a non-scented candle, like something like this, or something that's very doesn't have a lot of scent to it. You could probably use any type of wax that's non-scented. That'd probably be my concern. And another thing is I recommend doing it outside in a well ventilated area. Not do it like in where you keep your boat. You don't want to ignite any gasoline fumes or any of that. So well ventilated area, out in the open, because you're going to be doing stuff with the wax, and you don't want to get it all over and have to clean that mess up. So let's get into it, and I'll show you guys how to improve your walking lures. Alright guys, so once you get these supplies, what I do is I recommend lighting the candle, getting it lit. Right now it's pretty windy out, so I don't think I'll be able to demonstrate just how I can do it, because every time I light this thing it keeps blowing out. So you have your candle and lit, and your wax, you want to get your wax nice and melted. And on this candle it's really simple. What I try to do is I'll get it melted all the way around. And what I'll do is I'll take that line and start from the lure, and I'll run it about a foot or so, and I'll get that melted wax on this braid right here, and then I'll lick my fingers, run my hand down the line from where I waxed it all the way to the lure. I'll do that a few times, and you can kind of see it makes that line right here just fix it real fast. Makes this line a lot more stiffer, not as flexible right where the lure's at, so it helps improve, you know, your walking ability and everything. And the main thing it helps improve, it helps keep that line from getting tangled up on that front treble hook. So with that stiffer line, you don't lose any action on the you know, the lure. You don't lose any, you know, strength or response on that braid. It's just basically stiffening up this braid from a foot, basically like a leader length. You're stiffening up this braid, and it's just keeping it so it's not so flexible and gets caught up and hung up on these trebles as much. Now, of course, it will probably wear out, and you'll probably have to do this, you know. But if it lasts you like a trip and you have to do it again, which that's what I normally do. It's well worth, you know, the trouble that you spend untangling it from this front treble hook. If you just spend, you know, 5 extra minutes before a trip and coat that first foot, I would say first foot from your lure, and then a foot out, coat that with nice unscented wax, and it just keeps that line very stiff, and, you know, keeps it from getting hung up on that treble. I hope it helps some of you guys that, you know, run into that issue a lot, and it's a very frustrating issue. So I hope it helps you guys out. Gives you, I mean, you don't have to use wax. You can use, there's probably other stuff. Wax seems to be the most easily available, cost effective, and it doesn't seem like it damages the line at all. It just, you know, coats it in wax, and that will eventually wear off, melt off, break off. So it's not something that will damage your line. So, you know, guys, go try it out, see if it works for you. Hopefully it helps reduce you getting hung up on those trebles. You know, it keeps that lure in the water more, keeps you running it more, and keeps you staying efficient, and keeps you less frustrated and wanting to quit. So hope it helps you guys out, and thanks for watching. Let me know if you like the video or not. Like it, subscribe if you like my content, and stay tuned. I'm going to try to do a few more tip videos, do some more reviews, just anything to help you guys out, and help you guys out in the water and keep you out in that water catching those fish. Thank you for watching.